YouTube? Man, my bad. I don't even know how I'm saying my bad. I'm back, y'all. Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Brizzy. And I'm about to get into a fucking Pokemon video, man. You know, if you don't know, your boy love the game. Been into the game since I was a little wee jit. Man, it's got a story about how I got my first Game Boy, which led to me getting my first Pokemon game, you know, for sure. And it ain't no traditional story either, man. Comment down below if you want that story. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Your boy been loving Pokemon, man. And this guy right here, this fucking Serebii, man, we gonna watch a Serebii video. They got to view, like, to preview the set part 2 of the expansion pack. They got to preview the fucking Tail Mask, the Indigo disc, part 2, my bad. Your boy, you know I got my Brizzy and shit on a little high. But man, shit dragging. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, you know. We're gonna see what bro got to see, bro got to experience, for sure. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I hope it's some little gems, for sure. I do. Let's go.
Hey guys, the Pokemon Company International and Nintendo recently invited me to TPCI's headquarters in order to test out.
Yo, if you don't know, Serebii, like one of the, if not the top, no, bro, it's the top go-to Pokemon website in the world, if as far as gameplay, for sure. I don't know about other stuff, but if you need help in the game or you just, you know, you want to help me, go to Serebii for that shit. On God, you can use YouTube, but Serebii they gonna get you right. Let's go.
Latest installment of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC. This is the Indigo disc, and we were given a small bit of time in the terrarium in order to get a feel of what the DLC adds. So here are my thoughts on the upcoming DLC, so be sure to sit back and relax and just learn about the wonders of the terrarium.
My boy look tired as fuck. My boy look tired as fuck, gee, he be working too hard.
And this continued with the release of the Teal Moss back in September, and we're almost
this shit look hard. The fit clean, bro. I can't wait to see what all the new fits look like, bro.
We were given some hands-on time with this expansion.
Damn.
Sets shortly after.
Comment down below if you think the main fit gonna be this. Of course it's this, but do you think we're gonna get alternate colors like we got in DLC 1, or are we just gonna get this one? But it look hard. Don't get me wrong. This feel hard. Let's go.
Arriving in the Blueberry Academy, and then a second play solely on the battle against one of the Blueberry Academy's
that's Deerling's evolution, right? I can't remember his
to do
name.
whatever we wish. So we began.
These blocks hard make you think it's like
what's
that, like Minecraft or some shit.
And what I saw, it surprised me a bit. We started off entering the terrarium in the Blueberry Academy with Lacey and Cyrano, where she explains what the terrarium is, how it's an underwater dome with projections of the passage of time in the sky through the dome, and how there's a mysterious globe at the top which allows for terrestrialization. But Cyrano can't seem to remember what it is made out of, which is a nice tantalizing notion at later parts of the story.
Bro, how you can't remember what the main thing that holds your whole shit together is, that make that shit run, is made out of? That's crazy. Either he owed the character he's talking about, or Pokemon setting us up for some shit. You know, Pokemon always on some shit, bro. They always on some shit in these games, bro. We gonna see. These stories be interesting, now, to say the least. They be interesting. Let's go.
Lacey then explained how the terrarium has got 4 different habitats: the polar biome, the savanna biome, the coastal biome, and the canyon biome. These are the 4 quadrants of the area and house a variety of Pokemon different in each area, as you expect. In the coastal one, you'd find a lot of water Pokemon and
Pokemon my brother.
On the beach.
Trapinch in the background. Trapinch.
Including a lowland Sandra.
Of course, Smeargle, bro. I ain't played with Smeargle in like since like
Tauros, Doduo, and
first Johto.
had ones like a lowland Geodude, Tyro, and so forth. This added a lot of variety to the Pokemon that you saw throughout the area. Yep, that's right. Despite the Blueberry Academy being in the Unova region, there's a lot of regional forms dotted throughout the terrarium.
Looking for an easy way to run Windows on Mac?
Yo, we gonna have to fucking add right here with an ad. My bad, y'all.
This made for a nice feeling of difference compared to the rest of the game, as it was nice to see these regional variants out in the wild. and it helped give a feeling that the terrarium is in essence akin to the safari zone where many wild Pokemon have been brought in from other areas. I did see both a Cantonian and an Alolan Executor in the wild, which got me wondering about
I'm not
how
a
an
fan
Execute
of
evolved by
fucking
evolving
the
the
low,
terrarium.
certain
I found an
low,
Execute,
like,
but I was unfortunately unable to
original
find a
Golem better.
that time, so that will be a question for launch. There are, of course, a load of Pokemon returning throughout the terrarium.
So I wonder, like, are they gonna allow for specific regional evolutions, like, you know? But I mean, if it's already a regional form, it's gonna evolve. So yeah, but y'all know what I mean. Like, is it possible to evolve a Pikachu into an Alolan Raichu? Cause they need to make that happen, yo. Like, Paradox Form's cool and all, but I want to be able to evolve that shit or have a stone to make that shit go. Like Mega Evolutions, y'all took that shit from us, bro. Niggas want that shit back. We want Mega Evolutions back. I do. I'm speaking for myself. Comment down below if you want Mega Evolutions back.
But I don't think I saw a single Paldean Pokemon amongst them in the wild. However, we did see Pokemon including Oricorio per our
Or
style,
something adjacent.
but one Oricorio not found in the wild in Scarlet and Violet yet, and a different dealing and source buck could be found in each biome, which was a very nice touch. We were also told that the first partner Pokemon would indeed be found in the wild throughout the terrarium, but within
Yeah, Trapfix, I can't wait, bro. That's one of my favorite
the terrarium map in all appears to be much
evolution
larger than
lines.
Kitakami, but
Beldum,
not as big as Paldea, so
favorite
there's a lot to
evolution
explore, but of
lines.
course, it being an artificial environment under the water, it's not like Paldea where you'll have towns and villages to explore. Instead, you'll find a lot of rest spots with various students throughout the area, as well as a big central location in the middle of the terrarium where you'll typically interact with the story, heal your Pokemon, start the Union Circle, or access TM creation.
That's crazy.
However, this doesn't mean there isn't a lot to explore in the areas. I kept getting lost and distracted just looking for all the various Pokemon in it. Much of what you'd expect from Pokemon Scarlet Violet is the same in the terrarium. You've got the passage of time, you've got Terra Raid battle crystals throughout the area, as well as mass outbreaks happening. There are large amounts of Pokemon and items everywhere, and the items seem to be a bit more unusual, because in addition to the standard berries, evolution items, EXP candy, and even sweets to evolve Milcery, you'll find Terra Shards. And what surprised me about this is that the number of Terra Shards you get from picking up is unusual. When I picked up a Rock Terra Shard, it was actually 18 Rock Terra Shards, which will be very useful in further reducing the grind that is necessary to change your Pokemon's Terra type back in
Hell
yeah!
yeah!
But of course, finding Pokemon isn't all there is.
Cause it's hard in the first part, especially at the beginning. Ooh, look at that
The Blueberry
Matang.
Academy itself has a curriculum focused primarily around Pokemon battles, and so the students here are very eager to battle you. As this DLC can only be accessed if you've completed The Way Home and the Teal Mask, these trainers are going to be high leveled. You'll find trainers from level 60 throughout, and to top it off, every single trainer battle I found in the terrarium is a double battle, which is a marked change from pretty much every main series Pokemon game today, where they're primarily single battles. And to top it off, like the Kitakami Ogre clan of the Teal Mask, you'll find some real tough trainers dotted around the terrarium. While I was exploring off the beaten path, I found one with a team in the level 70s that actually provided a
You gotta
challenge
go
for
in with
Pokemon.
post game on
They
this
used some
game.
classic double battle strategies and had hold items on their Pokemon, such as a Toxic Orb Guts Zangoose, double Intimidate strategies, a Grassy Seed Whimsicott with grassy terrain, and so much more. This is where the challenge will start to come in, as with double battles, some of the more complex strategies behind Pokemon will come out, and these trainers are going to use them against you. Even if your teams are level 80 or above, you may find these battles trickier than you would think for a standard playthrough of a Pokemon game. Now this compounded with the second part of the preview, where we got to face off against one of the Blueberry Elite Four, Amarys. This started off with a trial, much like the gyms had trials to complete on Paldea, and this was the one shown in the trailers where you could properly fly on Koraidon and Miraidon. This task basically had you to get to the end whilst flying through various rings held together by Magnemite within the time allotted. This lulled me into a false sense of security when it wasn't that tricky, but the battle itself was a completely different matter. We were told going in that a different save was made for this, as the team of level 80 Pokemon we had for the first part of the preview just couldn't handle facing off against Amarys, so instead we had a new team of level 88 Pokemon with competitive movesets and hold items. Yet despite this, we were all told to expect to lose the battle. And going in, I could see why. Straight off the bat, Amarys went in with some classic and brutal double battle strategies, and every Pokemon on her team felt like it had a means to counter any possible weakness. Luckily, I've got experience in the VGC and in Pokemon in general, obviously, so I managed to navigate some strategies from the outset and defeated Amarys without using any revives or potions. However, it did stun me in how tough it was. It reminded me more of what you would see towards the later levels of the Battle Tower facility, rather than what you'd get playing through the main story or even post-game of past main series Pokemon games. Obviously, if you have a team of level 100 Pokemon, you'll obviously have more of an advantage and it'll be less difficult.
Gotta get them to 100, it sound like.
In comparison with the Teal Mask in earlier parts of the game.
Hey,
The Blueberry Elite Four
just run them up beforehand.
in any order, so it's likely they'll all be able to be such a challenge. And it makes me very curious how the later content of the Indigo disc will go in terms of difficulty.
Do the Chansey
technical machines which are being introduced in the Indigo disc. There's a mix of returning moves as TM, such as Expanding Force, Triple Action, Skitter Smack, Meteor Beam, Breaking Swipe, Scorching Sands, Curse, Coaching, Electro Web, and more, as well as some new moves including the World's Reveals of Upper Hand and Psychic Noise, as well as some new moves like Supercharged Cell and Hard Press, which is a steel move which does more damage the higher the target's hit points. These competitive moves play on the battle focus that the Blueberry Academy has and really makes me intrigued to see where it will take the competitive strategies over the next year or so. As we know from the Teal Mask, the Blueberry Academy is set in the Unova region, and there's inspiration for it everywhere. The music, primarily, has some elements from the region throughout, such as the Wild Pokemon theme having some remixed elements. It put a big smile on my face when I heard it for the first time, and there are other inspirations from Unova and other Pokemon games throughout the terrarium. Of course, I would be remiss not to address one of the big elements that work against Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the performance. Obviously, this was a pre-launch build, so subject to change, but the performance did seem okay. It was not worse than the game has been up to this point, but it may even have felt smoother, but it was not without its flaws or slowdowns. Basically, this is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet still, so don't go in expecting a massive overhaul. Obviously, this is just a small snapshot of the Indigo disc in this preview, and I couldn't dive into the full elements of the DLC, nor into the Area Zero endgame that they have been teasing with Terrapagos and the other Paradox Pokemon. But from what I've seen so far, the Indigo disc is shaping up to be one of the biggest expansions Pokemon has seen, and it's definitely one of the toughest challenges Pokemon has had outside of the Battle Frontiers, Battle Towers, and Battle
what the heck?
What I played put a smile on my face, and I loved exploring the various parts of the terrarium, and the notion of the Blueberry Elite Four being amongst the strongest trainers that ever existed in Pokemon games to date is wild. There's so much more that can't be shared right now, but this truly feels like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's end game, and it feels like it's going to be a very challenging thing, which is what I've been looking forward to for so long with Pokemon games, and I'm looking forward to diving in more next month. I'd just like to thank Pokemon and Nintendo for inviting me to give the Indigo disc an early play. And I'd like to thank you all very much for watching the preview. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Indigo disc and whether you're going to be picking it up. And if you're looking
I already got that big. Me and
be sure to
Foxy
subscribe to the
and
Serebii
Kitty
YouTube channel
got
for
that
lots
big.
of great coming video content. And until next time, see ya.
Velocity Global takes care of everything.
Peace out, man. What the heck? Yo, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. It's gonna be hard. It sounds like a challenge for sure, cause I ain't gonna lie. Although the Teal Mask is a smooth little post game, you know, it's from what I played so far, it don't seem that hard. But freaking Indigo disc, that shit seemed like a challenge. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited, bro. We get Flygon and Belgium back. I can't wait to see who else we get, bro. I cannot wait to see who else we get. Let's go. I mean, Terrapagos, however you say it. He cool looking. He cool. I ain't really. I do want to see what that other one they saying the other legendary or mythical look like. I can't. But I don't even want to say his name. But yeah, comment down below if you know the name of the other one that they gonna reveal. But yeah, I like his baby form, but this form, whatever. It's whatever. Like it's kind of. I do like the fact that he surfed a little bit, but we'll get into that later, man. It's whatever. Brizzy out, man. I'm excited, man. If you excited for motherfucking Indigo disc, comment down below, man. I know I am.
Let's drop a bomb.